Hey YouTube, Maker's Journey here. Haven't made a video in almost, I think, a year. So I'm trying to get back into it. Had a lot of things happen in my life. You know, we adopted our daughters. We're in the process of selling our house, kind of revamping things in the shop this past year. I do workshops in the evening here in the shop, and then I do like a handyman service type of deal. Outside of the shop, that's the stuff that pays the bills. So I haven't really been focusing on videos, more or less focusing on my life and stuff like that. So, but we're currently selling the home, trying to move a little bit more toward the west of Virginia. No, make that the east of Virginia. But my daughter recently had a grandson, so I am trying to get a little bit closer to them so we can see him a little bit more often and them. Which me, by the way, she has also started a YouTube channel. Her channel is called Learning Journey, and she is just starting. So like her shop is disarrayed and everything. So you kind of get to see how she's building her shop up and things like that. So check her out. I'll try to put a little thing down the link. But as far as I'm going, I am trying to get back into making more videos again. And currently, my current project right now is making a power hammer. Something that I can draw metal a little bit quicker out with. Me and my daughter made a knife just before Christmas for her husband, and it took forever. And that was just beaten with a sledgehammer and stuff like that. But so my goal is to make a small power hammer, just something small, something I can draw things out with, but maybe I'll take you on that ride. And you can kind of see some of what goes on with making something like that. And I'm just making this out of parts that I have laying around. A little disclosure here, I'm not trained or professional in any of this stuff, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this power hammer turns out. I do have a background of welding and sheet metal fabrication for about 35 years, but that's all experience and stuff. So I started off in New York and got a job opportunity to come down here to Virginia, and this is where I'm at now. And it's been an awesome ride. I wanted to just let you guys know what was happening in the shop. Like I said, I do evening workshop classes here. So I have 4 welders now. They're all Mig Welders, and they run off of 110. As you can see, I got one here. They're made by Eastwood, but it's because they're the most affordable welders to me. My daughter just got hers for, I think, maybe $220, I think, or something like that. And I've paid $337 for these, and they were on sale. But they were doing a major sale on Black Friday and stuff. So, and I also have, I don't know if you can see it or not, you can't see it, but I have 2 on this side. Also, if you hear some funny noises, Harley's laying right down here. You can't see her. Let me see if you can put it on real quick. I'll just tilt it. Harley. And she's in the shop often. She's somewhat of a shop dog, but she goes home at night. So she's a part-time worker. But I'm going to give you a little shop tour, kind of show you what's going on. I'm just looking around right now, and it's really messy. But I just kind of wanted to put something out there to let you guys know that I'm still making videos. And for the subscribers I do still have, I really appreciate it. I haven't dropped any. So for the subscribers, hopefully I get in the future here. You kind of stick with me and kind of see what I got going on around here and things like that. So I'm going to do a walkthrough, and I'll talk behind the camera as I'm kind of doing a walkthrough of everything that I've got going on and things. So, and we'll go start off with old Harley girl here. She is an American bully. We've had her for 2 years now. She is a little skittish, but she's used to the shop noise. When we got her, she was really jumpy. So, but she's somewhat slowly coming out of that. Just give you what's going on in the shop. I put a little dust extraction over here against the wall for these 2 welders. And there's my anvil, and where I do some of the blacksmithing. My forge, I made that myself too. It's actually behind the curtains over here. I'll try to see if I can get a quick glimpse of it. But like I said, these welders are affordable. They're inexpensive as far as I'm considered. There's some of the cheaper ones on the market, but they have good quality. And if someone's looking to get started on their own shop, they're perfect. because you can do flux core welding, and you can also do gas welding with them. I have them set up with gas, but let's run around here. I'll take you behind the curtain really quick if you can see. Somebody's working on a go-kart back here. But there's my forge. The other side's the open side. But and then here's my other two welders, and all my hammers back there. Hammer time. And then I also have dusty exhaust. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce that. In the up here that I had put in, and it works quite well too. And then I come up here, is where I got my compressor, and I'll do a walk around the shop. And then this is where I keep the helmets and jackets and stuff like that and things. So, and again, the shop's a wreck. I apologize. That is a jawbone, by the way. I went to the dump the other day and saw it, and it's like I just got to stick it in the shop somewhere. And I have an old drill press, an old bandsaw. They work fine. Like I said, my next class is until the end of the month, so I've got to clean up and kind of just get things back in order since coming back off the new year. And then I come down here, I got a little material rack back here. I get a lot of donations, and people drop things off, and it's just kind of cool things. Refrigerator down there, and then I have sheet metal in the back over here, which I'm kind of going to clean all that up too, so people can get easy access to it. And I still have some woodworking. I have a drum sander in the back, and I have a dust collection over there. And then there's my TIG welder. I just recently got that. If there's stuff that you guys are interested in, you want to know about, or like a product review even, or what my opinion is on it, I'll surely try to put a video out on some of these things. But I do TIG weld, and I also MIG weld. And then this is just a hot mess over here. But I have like some of my leather working tools and things like that over there. And then these shelves here, I keep a lot of tools over here. And then like all my chemicals and things are in there. And then these are all parts that people can use in the workshop on top of the materials that are on the in the racks and in the bins over here. So, and then this is kind of where they put their projects. That's something goofy. I had a young kid in here not too long ago, and he was just welding all kinds of things together. And then toolbox basically just has tools in it. And I got a little drill bit holder over here, epoxies, files, squares, you know, anything to draw with. And that was a donation. Those are actually like springs for a like underneath a sofa or something like that. And I got my cutting torches, vacuum cleaner, TV when I do my open presentation. It does have a little antenna up there. And then I have my belt sander, which I made out of a treadmill, and it works great. I love it. And you know, I was sitting around thinking, man, I don't want to spend $3,000 on a belt sander, so I just went ahead and made my own. I think I've got about $140, $150 tied up into it. I machined my own wheels, which if I had to do it over, I would not do that. I'd just buy a set of them for like $124 on Amazon. But I'll see if I can get it going here for you. It does have a delay because you got to step on a treadmill, don't forget. And it does have variable speed. But that's kind of my setup for grinding. Like I said, I got stuff everywhere. A little dusty. And this actually came off my pickup. That's my tensioner right there. This came off my pickup truck. You just kind of push down on it. Somebody sneezing in the background. And then back to where the shop begins at. And also you'll see I have like two standing vices that I just free float because they kind of drift all over the place. Did want to show you my plasma cutter. And another one of it's cold in the shop, by the way. I'm just trying to keep the shop warm today. That's my plasma cutter. It's a Colossal, I believe it's called the Colossal Tech cut D50, and you can get these things also on eBay or Amazon. This one came off of Amazon, and they range anywhere between, now there's a compressor going off, they range anywhere between I've seen them as low as $187 to $300 and some dollars. So they do vary, but they are out there. This one is actually my daughter's. The gun and the clamp and everything is mine, but it's only a 220 machine, which I have hooked up to 220, where my machine was 110 to 220, or you could say 120 to 240. But to give you an idea, she couldn't use hers out of her shop because her shop at this point is having problems with the 220, and she needed a 110 machine, so I let her use mine, and I'm using hers, and they work great. I've had mine for 3 years. Good running machine. So and that's a project I'm working on, a little fish sculpture. I got to make a stand for it, but that's about it. I think I might leave it close to that, but I'm not 100% sure. And that was after these tractor, Caterpillar tractor. You see Harley's toys laying everywhere. What are you doing, Harley? Harley, what are you doing? What are you doing? But that's pretty much the shop. Here are some of the items I'm going to try to use on my power hammer. So again, this is truly going to be a work in progress here, and we'll see how this thing goes together. I'm extremely excited over it. Can't wait. But I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it and see how it goes. So that's it. I hoping to put out more videos for those of you who are hanging in there and are still subscribed. I appreciate it, and thank you. And we'll see where it goes to from here, but I do have every intention on putting out more content. So thank you, and please like and subscribe.